What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to put a door actuator into the O2, the black RSX. It makes a horrible noise. Watch, I'll show you the noise it makes. So yeah, let me hit the key real quick. See, horrible. It works and all, but it just makes that horrible noise. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and change that out and show you guys on how to do that. It is a pain in the fucking ass. It can be. I mean, hopefully everything rolls smoothly, but it's a pain in the ass. I've done probably 2 or 3 on the red RSX. I've done probably the driver's side at least twice and the passenger side once. So yeah, they're known to go out. So this time around I didn't buy an eBay one. I went ahead and bought a OEM. So yeah, I'll go ahead and set everything up and show you guys on how to do that. And if my video doesn't, you guys can't get a good reference on how to do it, then there's a bunch of DIYs out there on how to do it too on the actuators, because it's a common thing for these things to go out. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and flip the camera and set it up and take you guys along with me. Yeah, while I'm putting the actuator into, I'm also doing a little bit of painting. So right now it's really hot. Look at my fro. Got my fro going right now. I need a haircut. But anyways, yeah, I took out this the stock strut bar that runs along here. I went and took that out, painted it green. The green we went with was a little dark, so we're gonna brighten it up a little bit. So yeah, while I'm doing the actuator, I'm gonna hit that thing with some paint, a little bit, brighten it up a little bit, because our scheme is green and black. So yeah, another thing I did too was took the car out, got my pressure washer, and pressure washed everything, pulled the headlights off, pulled the bumper off, pressure washed all that, and then went in and started cleaning everything. I mean, it's pretty clean. But yeah, so I did that too yesterday. It took me about a couple hours to get it all cleaned up. Took this piece off and cleaned all that up. It was all tore up and everything, so I took that off. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and jump into the video with the actuator and we'll get started. So here we go. So we got for the bolts or screws you need to take out, there's a little plate here that you pop off. There's a little tab down there. You'll go ahead and push that little plate will come off, and then you'll have 2 bolts here, and then you'll have 2 let me see, you'll have 2 down here, 1 here and 1 here that are screws, Phillips screws. And then once you take this little piece off, you'll have 1 more screw back here, and then you'll just have tabs all the way around that you'll go ahead and pull, and they'll pop right off. And then you'll go ahead and disconnect the window thing, and then you'll go ahead and you can pop this off too. I'll show you guys once I get started. But you pop this off, and there's clips there too to disconnect this. I don't know, I can't remember if there's a screw back here. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and set the camera up and show you that. Let me go ahead and grab the part number. This is the part number for the actuator. This is from Honda OEM. So there's that. So I'll go ahead and set it up and we'll get started. Alright, so we'll start off by taking these screws out, and then I'll do the show you guys the clips and everything. Alright, so like I said, we got these 2 under here. By the way, it's hella hot. It's supposed to be 100, like 106 tomorrow and 100 something today. So pretty warm today. There's the other one. Okay. Like I said, 2 here, 2 here, behind here. There's 1. And then I can't remember if there's one in here or not. I'll go ahead, and if there is, I'll let you guys know. All right, like I said, you had the 2 Phillips screws here, and then you had the one that was behind this piece that was right here. So yeah, so there was not one in there. So yeah, so now I will take this little, if you look right here, there's this little tab right here you got to push over like that, and then that piece will slide out just like that. Then you can go ahead and unclip this. Oops. Unclip this. Just like that. So yeah, so this is now ready to slide off the door. Yep. I can unclip this after. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and slide this off the door and then get back to you guys and show you what the inside looks like. So yeah, I got these little tools that I picked up from Amazon that help with interior stuff so you don't get all scratched up. If you don't have them, I mean, you can pretty much ply this away with your hand just like that. So don't really need this. I mean, you just pop it off with your hand, but when you come into this interior stuff, they're good to have. So yeah, I'll pop that off and show you. Forgot one more thing. You got to take this off too. Just pops right off. It's got the clips on it. That just pops right off, so it makes it easier to lift up. So yeah, forgot about that. So there it is. That's what it looks like with the door off. I'll probably take this out and put it on the door. That way when I go to put it back on, they just push in instead of trying to slide those in. But yeah, look at this. I mean, this could probably use some more stuff on it. Might go to the store and buy that. I don't know yet. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. I'll go ahead and peel this back and then show you in this area what we got to get to. And then I'll show you on the back of the door of where all the clips are, so you got an idea of when you're popping them off. So you'll have one there. You'll have one there, which is on the door that I'll take off and put on there. You'll have one down there, one down there, one down there, one down there, one over there, and one right there. So those are all your clips that you're gonna pull on to get this off. So yeah, another thing I'm gonna do too, since I got this off, I'm gonna go ahead and take these off too. That way I can hit this with some paint, and I'll show you how to do that too real quick. I mean, it's really easy. You can usually just pop them off, but if you take the mirror out and slide it out, then it makes it a little bit easier for you to slide this way and pull up, because on this side over here there's a little tab that it sits into. So I'll go ahead and show you that when I take that off. So yeah, so you just basically peel that back, and then let me see if I can get you guys. Oh shit, I should have rolled the window up. I fucked up. Okay, hold on, let me roll the window up real quick. Yeah, so the window's up. I mean, if you don't put it, if it's down when you do this, then just go ahead and hook it back up, and yeah, just hook it back up and roll your window up. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and fold that shit back up, and then in here, let me see. So in here you got the actuator. The actuator is right there. You got I think they're 2 clips on the bottom that you need to take off, and then there is, let me see if I can get a better spiderwebs, a better view, but you got to take this one off, this one back here off, and there's another one. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and take those off, and then you'll eventually come over here and take those 3 Phillips off. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and take those off again. Can't really see because these windows are tinted. But yeah, so the 2 clips on the bottom, and there's like 3 of these that you gotta take off. So I'll go ahead and, I guess it's just like taking off the other one. You pop these clips to the side and then they come out. This one could be a pain in the ass to get out because it's bigger on the other side, so it's, you know, it's kind of hard to get it through there. Other than that, the other 2 are pretty easy. So I'll go ahead and take those off and show you. Another thing is too, you have to take off this 10mm for the window slider. to move, so you can be able to slide that stuff out. So yeah, so this 10, those 3 bars, and the 3 screws in the front, and it should all come out, and then I'll show you guys on how to take the actuator off and put the new one on.
Your love is true. Your love is real. You're the only one for Your love is true. Your love is real. You're the only one.
Alright, so once I had to put a bandana on, man, sweat was getting in my eyes. So once you get it out, you'll have this black plastic piece. Basically, there's a clip right there that comes right out. These were the 3 bars I was telling you about. This is the knob for the lock. This one goes up into the door handle, and this one goes, I forgot, but anyways, yeah, you got these ones, these 3, plus you'll have one that's hooked, the wire one from the inside is hooked right here, so you got 4 of them. So to get the actuator off, we're going to have to take off this screw, this plate will come off, and then this should pop off with these clips on both sides. So I'll go ahead and do that. Like when you're taking all this stuff off, you know, with these little clips that clip onto these things, or these things right here, you know, you want to be gentle with them, because you break them, then you know, you got to order one, and I don't even know if you can find them or not, but just be gentle with them. You don't want to break them, because then you're fucking got to buy a new one. Yep, there's the actuator. So it just basically goes on same way it looks. So you'll take this screw off right here. And that'll pop off. You know, like I said, be gentle. You don't want to be breaking shit. Kind of keep track of where that goes. Basically looks like that. So, you know, keep it kind of like something like that. And then the actuator, you'll just pop these tabs off. Let me grab my flathead real quick. Yeah, so then you'll just push these little tabs. Supposed to pull out when you're doing it and slide up. Get all over the place. Goes one. That's to come out coming in on the side of it. And try not to pull too hard up, because then you'll break it. Yeah, bam, slides right off. Remember how it goes, okay. Yeah, just pay attention to how it goes back on. Yeah. And the next one, it's freaking hot. Go like that. Just like that. Push in. Put this thing back on right here. And then put the metal plate back on. If I can remember how it goes back on. Go like that. then pretty much this circle is going to match up to this little lever thing, and the rest of it should just snap right in. Should. And then this circle right here should match up. There we go. It's in. Give it a little tug, make sure. There it is, actuator's on. So yeah. So I think the things that go out are the little gears inside. That noise you were hearing earlier is all these gears inside. You know, they're worn out. That's why you get that noise. Most of the time too, they won't even, you know, won't bring the lock up. That's how they break too, is this, the whole lock won't come up, the assembly. Yeah, so then to put it back in, it's just reverse process. Put it back in, and then that's that. So I'll go ahead and I forgot to mention, I'll show you, there's one more tab you guys got to get. Oh yeah, don't forget to put the little screw back in too. So yeah, so there's one more for when this is all inside there. You'll have this piece right here, this little tab. There's a tab that goes right here that you got to pop out, almost like the bumper tabs. So you'll pop that out, and then that'll free this up. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and put this back on and then show you guys the finished product when I'm done. So a little trick on this, or not a trick, but the black piece, when you put it on, it's going to be set up like that. It'll slide over, it'll clip into a part right here, and then it'll slide over, and then it goes up. And then a little side note too is make sure this is up like that, because if it's swung around this way, then you got to take it back out, because this is going to go up top. Like so. So those the brass looking one's gonna go up, and the galvanized looking one's gonna go up. So yeah, so that's what your assembly is gonna look like when you put it in, just like that. Here's a couple little tips, because I've been fumbling with this motherfucker. But let's say you want to make sure these two are facing up. This thing right here, the window slider, you want to make sure it's pulled this way while you're pushing this in. Another tip is you want to make sure, put this in first, and that goes, oh fuck, that goes, you know, right here to here. So put that in first, make sure this is slid this way, make sure these two bars are going up, and then everything should go smoothly. You want to put these two bars on, or put this one on first, then put this one on, and then put this one on, and then put your screws in. Okay, because that way you have a little, that way you can move it around if you need to get this one into the hole it needs to get into. So those are a couple little tips. So do that and you should be all right. Oh, another thing is you can go ahead and there's a brown wire you can go ahead that connects to right here. Go ahead and detach that, let it hang. You can plug that in after. That just gets in the way too. So if you do those things, you'll be all right, and it should go in smoothly. Like I said, I was fumbling it for a little bit, and then finally figured it out, and I wanted to show you guys the easy way to do it. So do it that way, and you'll be all right. All right, so I got everything hooked up in there. Before I put everything back on, I'm gonna go ahead and test it. Another thing is, if the window slider, if the gasket comes off, it's not the end of the world. I will show you one from my other car, like just to show you guys of what it looks like on how it goes on. Because I had that one pop off, so I had to come back here and look at this one just to get a reference of how it goes on. So basically this rubber piece just pulls out like that. So yeah, hold on. Gotta get you a better look. So yeah, so just basically you'll see it like that, how it's shaped like that, and that just goes right in there and it slides in. That's it. And then go ahead and line the hole up and you should be able to get it on. So yeah, it's a little reference if this happens to come off like mine did. It's a little reference of how it goes on. So yeah. Alright, so everything is working. I'll go ahead and hit this. Don't get that awful noise. Yeah, so everything's working. For some reason my key fob will unlock but won't lock. So I gotta figure that out, maybe because the door needs to be shut. But anyways, yeah, so everything's working, so I'm gonna go ahead and hook this panel back up, and that's that. So when you're putting it back on, you want to start with the top first. You kind of want to slant it down and get this part grooved into the door. And then once you get that stuff lined up, then you're just gonna go ahead and pop the sides and push those pins in. I got that all spray painted up, and that's the color. That's the color we're going with. Yeah, so that concludes this video for the door actuator. Hopefully those little tips helped you out on putting everything. Hopefully this installation video helped you guys out a little bit, because those things can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and K all day.
Your love is true. Your love is real. You're the only